Welcome back to this week's video. This week, it's Bank Holiday weekend, we're going away. As you can see, I've got dirty hands, which means I'm down the workshop, and there's tools everywhere. We want to take the bikes with us. Now, I came up with a little cheap solution to get us a bike rack on the back. Now, as you all know, we've got a Rhino tubular ladder on the back. So let's show you very quickly what I came up with that gives us the ability to have a really cheap, I'd say sub £50 bike carrier on the back of Norm. So, we've got two 45mm exhaust clamps, we've got two fork mounts for a bike, and we've got a piece of unistrut. Now essentially all you do is put these through the holes inside the unistrut, through the ladder, and then bolt it from the inside of here, which then sucks it into the ladder. These then go on using the spring nuts, I think they're called, into the unistrut like that, and then you end up with your bike carrier. So let me quickly put this together and I'll show you what it looks like on the van. It works. You've got the exhaust clamps on the back, get around to two fork mounts on the front. Then this is a bit of a bodge because I've lost the other piece of unistrut, so I'm hoping it'll be wide enough to bring the bike down to there. And then again, lost the exhaust clamp, but there's a big one on there. I just need to cut that off. For anyone curious to see it on, there you go. Obviously it hangs out the back quite a bit, that's to be expected from having two bikes sticking out the back. But obviously it depends on frame size and stuff like that as to how much it sticks out. So for security we've got two little bike locks on. I mean, they're not massively high value bikes, it is what it is if they go. We are then cable tied pedals here, and then each back wheel is just cable tied there just to keep it nice and tight. They are on there. Obviously there is a bit of flex in the door, so that's kind of what you see in there. But no, hopefully it should be alright. I've used it once before, but I've never put two bikes on. That's the first time. So fingers crossed they're still there when we get to where we're going. That looks so cool still.
Around me, where there's nothing but the breeze and the great unknown. Leave your worries and your suitcase. All you don't need, nothing but you. So don't throw your hopes down on wishing well. It's your heart's desire carry you. Come and sail with me to the dream because there's you. Nothing around us, just flames in the fire, and through the night they burn like me for you.
So, we've arrived in Dartmoor for the weekend.
And we are just on the outskirts near a town called Tavistock, to a quite a little place where we're hoping to find somewhere to camp for the night.
But, can we just take a moment to appreciate how sick Norm looks with the sunset behind it? We'll ignore the fact there's a f***ing great cloud over there, and there's definitely rain over there. But, right there looks awesome. And look at the lights!
Now, assuming it's 100% going to rain, I'm going to try and encourage Alex to stay off the grass and onto a gravel spot for the night. But there's quite a few around, but a lot full of litter, and not great litter either. I don't think that's a fun-sized party balloon, kids.
In all seriousness, we probably won't park on the grass, mainly because it is still quite wet underfoot, and you're not really meant to camp on Dartmoor anyway. But, you know, rules are made to be broken. So, we're going to try and have a bit of a cheeky one until our guests arrive tomorrow.
Look at him grinning in there. What an idiot. So pleased with his new lights.
Very. Tell you what though, I think this park up's got a few less unwanted babies in it, so I think we might stay here for the night. We found our park up for the night, so I reckon it's time to crack open some cold ones and chill out for the evening. So, we were about to film a nice little getting in the van scene, cracking open a nice little bevy, and then we started hearing a lot of drum and bass. So we waited out for a little bit, started putting the blinds up, and then they decided to come, two of them, one in a little Polo, one in a little Corsa, I assume they're mum's cars, came and drove into the car park that we were in, even though they were right over the other side, like miles away from us. Started turning around, then started doing flybys, playing their little drum and bass. So, in my childishness, and against Jess's better judgment, I decided to play chicken. We drove out, and it so happened he was driving towards us. So, as he went to approach the junction, I stopped in front of him and turned the new spotlights on. Now, bear in mind it's nearly dark, and they blind you with the reflection of a sign. So, he saw nothing, but we saw the soul leave his body. And that reaction alone made it 100% worthwhile. It was childish, I know, but I don't think he'll be bothering anybody anytime soon. So, for a bit more guaranteed peace and quiet, we found a little residential street. So we're parked up on that. It's currently 11:15 because we've been driving around for that long trying to find somewhere and we haven't been able to. So we're set up for a bike ride in the morning. It's literally just over there. Versus where we were parked, we would have then had to drive probably 20 minutes to get to it. So it set us up better for the morning. So I think we're going to hit the hay and call it a night. And we'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning. So we've driven up to a nice little park up just by a little private lake. Now the plan for the day is basically behind you there is a 6-mile gravel loop that we're going to go and take the bikes on. We're just going to start small because Jess hasn't used her bike for probably over a year and she'll be complaining that her ass hurts. So we're going to take it steady, we're going to start with something easy, and then this afternoon we'll be going to meet our guests and we'll show you who they are. I will say though, cycle rack, absolutely perfect, and nobody nicked them in the night. It's always a bonus.
Who could find on through all these doors? Touring basement couches and living room floors. On to the next town, to the next show. Cause I went and caught a dream and I can't let go. And trying to break in.
Moment of appreciation for how sick Normie looks.
They got cigars in that dry rub. I'd love to sing them on my songs, to see what I got. I wanted to get older where the flowers hit the trees, where the lakes flow to the rivers and the rivers throw a breeze. Raise a couple kids, becoming honest man. I put 100,000 miles on this man, cause I'm a running man.
now, don't I? There's only one correct answer for that. Of course I do. My trousers got stuck on the seat. Jess has decided to do the boring thing. She calls it sensible. I call it boring. Well, I've still got dry feet. I reckon I nailed it.
Now for a very grown-up refreshment.
Fruit shoot.
Not bad, eh?
I told off doing too much. Refreshing. So, we've taken the bikes to a place called Foggin Quarry. It's long abandoned. It opened up in 1823. Now, fun fact that Jess has just told me, and we'll have to fact check this, is some of the granite from here is in Buckingham Palace. Again, I'll fact check that. But it's a fantastic place to come with bikes, walk, etc. because there's all the old railway trails that run all the way around the area. So you can ride for ages and not be on any roads, which we prefer. A bit of a slower pace, and you don't have to worry about cars and all that kind of stuff.
And you can also wild swim if you're so inclined.
We're currently about halfway back to the van. Doesn't look it, but this is all slightly uphill. It's about a 2.5 mile pull, slightly uphill all the way back.
And do you know what? My bum's starting to hurt.
And you should whinge about that at some point.
Post cycle snack. The jelly snake.
Well, considering it's only the second ride since that one's been built up, it's the first ride since that one's been rebuilt, proper happy with how they performed. Solid little things. But now it's time to get them mounted back up to the van. So I reckon we do a quick... There we go. All loaded up. Bike's loaded up. Time for a sausage. Roll.
But first, I think we'll go and find a park up with a better view than this. a bit better, eh?
Just a bit.
Alex has made a friend while he's preparing lunch. Hello, madame. Would you like a sausage roll?
For those who don't know, the holy grail of pasty shops in Cornwall is Gear Farm. It's down at Helford, and it's our local. This sausage roll, this is quarters. It is a hunker of a sausage roll, but they are known for their pasties. Some of the best pasties in Cornwall, award-winning, and I highly recommend if you're down in Cornwall and you're down right on the south, check out Gear Farm. You will not be disappointed.
And as a Cornish maid myself, I can confirm they are the best pasty, possibly in the world.
On the road, I've been away for far too long, but now I'm on my way back home. I hear the west winds calling out my name. They're telling me to head your way, down your road and past your gates. Keep your eyes on the horizon. I was looking to belong when I'd already found my home. Won't be long, I'm there before.
So after lunch and an afternoon of editing, we are now heading to northern Dartmoor to meet up with some friends who we'll introduce you to when we get there.
Where the f*** are you going?
You there! Get out my swamp!